Good morning everyone. Welcome to EVS class. Our next chapter is water in our lives. As we all know, water is very important for all living beings. So let's start the chapter. What is written here? I now know that all living things need water to survive. What Saina is saying? Saina is saying that now she know that all living things need water to survive. Survive means to live. But where does the water we use come from? She is confused. She wants to know that the water that we are using, from where it comes. How does it reach our taps? How does it reach our taps? She wants to know. Let's read this chapter. Natural sources of water. Rain is the main source of water on earth. Underline this line. Rain is the main source of water on earth. Rainwater reaches different water bodies. You know what are water bodies? Lakes, rivers, ponds and oceans. Seas and oceans. People use water from rivers and lakes for domestic purposes. Domestic purposes means for household work, right? Like washing, bathing, cleaning, right? So they use water from rivers and lakes. Water from seas cannot be used directly for domestic purposes because it is very salty. We cannot use seawater. Why? Because it is very salty. So we cannot use directly. Some rainwater seeps into the ground. Underground water can be drawn out by digging wells, hand pumps and tube wells. Here are the picture of hand pumps, tube wells and wells. So how can we draw out underground water? With the help of these, right? Next topic is water from water bodies to our taps. Now this is the question that came into Saina's mind. Water from rivers and lakes reaches our homes through pipelines. What is written? Water from rivers and lakes reaches our homes through pipelines. Underline this line. It is then stored in huge overhead or underground tanks. All of you must be having tanks in your house on the roof. Have you seen the tank, overhead tank? From here it comes to the taps in our houses. The water that comes in our taps is not very clean, right? We agree this. The water that comes in our taps is not very clean. It must be boiled before drinking. It must be boiled or it can be filtered. Right, now come to page number 100. Volume and shape of water. Now what is volume and shape of water? Like, do you know everything is having shape, but what about water? Take a jug full of water, a glass and a bowl. Pour water from the jug into the bowl and the glass. Now what you have to do? You have to take a jug full of water and take one empty glass and one bowl. And now pour some water from the jug into a glass and a bowl. You will see that the water will take the shape of the glass or the bowl. If you will put the water into bowl, the water will take the shape of a ball. If you will put the water into a glass, then it will take the shape of a glass. Now try to pour all the water from the jug into the glass. You will find that the water overflows. When you will try to pour all the water from the jug into a glass, what will happen? It will overflow. This shows that a jug can hold more water than a glass. Yes, it means that jug can hold more water than a glass. So now we know that what we know? Water does not have a definite shape. It takes the shape of the vessel it is poured into. Means water is not having any definite shape. It takes the shape of the vessel it is poured into, right? Different vessels can hold different amounts of water. Like if someone is having big water bottle, that means the volume of water bottle is more comparatively other, right? So it depends on the size of the container. The different vessels can hold different amount of water. Fact, and the amount of liquid a container can hold is called its volume. So what is volume? The amount of liquid a container can hold is called its volume. Now the next topic is storage of water. In cities and towns, water is stored in containers made of metal, steel, aluminium or plastic. Like we all live in cities, we all live in Meerut city, right? So in which we contain our water? We contain our water in like steel jug or steel bottle or aluminium pan, right? In most villages, people store water in earthen pots and in containers made of copper or brass. But in villages, most of the people store their water in earthen pots or copper or brass vessels, right? Now, safe handling of water. This is very important, because if we will not store the water in clean container, then what will happen? If we will drink dirty water, then we will fall sick. It is very important to store and handle drinking water properly so that it does not become dirty and unsafe for drinking. Given below are some ways to do so. Now these are a few ways how can we keep our water clean. Store water in clean containers. Keep the containers covered. Next, clean the containers every day. In which container we are keeping our water, we should clean that daily. Do not use water stored for many days for drinking. Use it for washing clothes, watering plants or mopping. For example, if one bottle is filled with water from last 5 days, so you will not drink that water. Don't drink that water. What you will do, you can use that water for mopping the floor, for watering the plants or for washing your clothes. But don't use that water for drinking. Next is take out water from deep containers with the help of a ladle. Do not put your hands into drinking water. We should not put our hands into drinking water, because our hands must have germs and it will make the water dirty. It makes the water dirty. Right, now come to page number 101. You can see a picture of water cycle. So what is water cycle? Water cycle is the change of water into water vapor, then back into water in nature. As you can see here, this is water body and this is sun. So by the heat of sun, water is evaporating here. So water is converting into vapors. Now here water vapor rises, right? Now in next step what happens? Water vapor cools to form clouds. Then third, after when it will convert into clouds, it will rain. Water falls as rain. Then again it will mix in rivers like sea, oceans, means you can say water bodies. Then again it will evaporate and water vapors rise. Then again it will convert into clouds. Then again it will rain. Then again it will mix with water bodies. So this is a water cycle, right? The next topic is rainwater harvesting. This is new for you. We all face water shortage. Yes, we all face water shortage, especially in desert areas where there is less rainfall. As we know, rain is the main source of water, but the areas where there is less rainfall, there is also a shortage of water. So how we can overcome this problem? This is because of the rapidly increasing population. Why the problem of water shortage? One is the less rainfall and second is the increasing population. It is thus important to It is thus important for each one of us to save every drop of water and use it wisely. So it is our duty to save even a single drop of water, and we should use it wisely. One way to save water is rainwater harvesting. So one way is rainwater harvesting. So what is rainwater harvesting? Rainwater harvesting is a method to collect and store rainwater for later use. In rainwater harvesting, what we do? We collect rainwater, we store that water for later use. After rain, we can use that water for washing clothes, for watering plants, or for cleaning. Right? So in this rainwater is collected and stored in underground reservoirs. It is then used for washing, bathing and other things. So we should not waste water. We should close the tap while brushing our teeth. We should use bucket for bathing. We should not use shower. Okay, we should water the plants by mug only. We should not use hose pipe that time also. Right? So these are the methods of saving water. This was the chapter. Read it carefully and watch the video. Thank you.